let people, once the divorce happened, that was like, then I really kicked it in because I'm like, all right, now she wasn't going to rock with me anyway, so like, then I really kicked it in because I'm like, all right, now she wasn't going to rock with me anyway, so now I could really dive into it. Everybody around, like the kids,
life goes.
everybody around, like the kids,
life goes on.
Yeah, life goes on. So it's hard to cut things out like everybody around does it. Let's see. Load it up here. It's hard to cut things out like everybody around does it. Let's see. Load it up here. All right, we're just gonna start. So, Tie Yourself Radio, rock right now. Got
Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Here at the Jiu-Jitsu Academy in Malta, New York.
Yep. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. Guys, take a look at this place. This place is freaking awesome. I'm gonna pan around real slow. So what are the age groups that you teach?
So we have little kids class, which is kids ages 4 to 7. We have the older kids class, which is for kids ages 8 to 12.
Okay.
And then we start kids in the adult class at age 13 approximately, depending on the case. And then we have people that are 65 years old that come and train.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you have elders, huh?
Yeah.
They come to kick some ass, huh?
Absolutely. If you can move around, you can train jiu-jitsu.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
If you can move your body, you can do something to defend yourself.
Look at this place, guys. This is an awesome place to come kick some butt. And I know that martial arts isn't about just kicking some ass, so just joking around here.
Amen.
This place is awesome, though. So, what's the largest size group of cadets that you have?
We had a kids class one day. There was like 19 kids. We had 19 kids in a kids class. We opened in March.
Okay.
Officially. And it's been a little slow at times, but we have a loyal following from way back.
Okay.
I used to work at the Eddie Five Jiu-Jitsu Academy next door.
Okay.
So some people that were going to end up training here came along right in the beginning, and they told their friends, their family members, and then we started to focus on homeschool groups, and we pulled quite a few folks from the homeschool communities in the area, and just started getting better and better classes. But yeah, we have Sundays here that are quite popular. It's not a class that's on the schedule, but it's just a group of guys that comes in and trains, and there's probably 14 to 16 of those guys.
Okay.
Any given Sunday.
Okay. Any given Sunday, I like that. So let's. I have an autistic child. Very
Me
functional. Is this a good place for him? Jiu-jitsu?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Neurodivergent
Yes.
is what we typically call the folks here
Okay.
that are on the spectrum,
Okay.
as it was described back in the day when my son was born. Beautiful baby. I have my own ideas about what caused his condition.
Okay.
But anyways, he would introduce me to the world of neurodivergence and what it was to be on the spectrum,
Okay.
as they used to say. He has Asperger's. I think they probably call it something different now, but we have plenty of kids come in here that have ADHD, ADD, that are just different, and it's absolutely a place for them. A lot of them need friction,
Yep.
or like to work themselves
Okay.
physically
Okay.
in order to be in a calmer state. But yeah,
So it's kind of like therapy almost, right? They come
absolutely.
Come and get that out.
Aligning the left side and the right side of the brain.
Okay.
The kids tend to turn a corner when they start training jiu-jitsu on a regular basis.
Really? Really?
Absolutely.
That's good
Absolutely.
to know. That's good to know.
One of the coaches here, his daughter is also neurodivergent,
Okay.
and she was nonverbal up until she was probably like 6 years old.
Yeah, my son is too. He's getting better. He's starting to form complete sentences now.
A lot of therapies and IEPs and push-ins and pull-outs and the whole nine.
Okay.
Yeah. So those kids, they come and they train and they do what the other kids are doing, and it forces them to operate in certain conditions, and it just seems to pull a different side of them out.
So they're ready to kick some ass.
Yeah, they do very well. There's some adult.
Yeah, he would love that too. I know he would.
There's some killers in the jiu-jitsu world that are a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could train with one legend, past or present, who would you pick?
Ooh, Bruce Lee.
I knew you were going. I knew it. Not Chuck.
Oh, Chuck is a man, but
Chuck was, oh my gosh, man. I watched some of his old fights, bro. Oh, wow. The speed that guy had.
yeah,
Freaking amazing.
legitimate
Oh, my. Yeah, they were legit dudes, man.
legend.
I think Chuck would have whooped Bruce's ass, man.
It's quite possible.
Yeah, I
it's
think
a
in
fight,
real
though.
fight, though.
You gotta watch. You gotta see what happens. Unless it's fixed, anything can happen.
Yeah. Especially these days, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Could you imagine those two in a duel? Oh,
Yeah, there's a movie. It takes place at the Coliseum.
they're in the jumpsuits.
Yeah, I think.
That's when they have their fight, right? Bruce and Chuck.
I think that was another one with Kareem. He had the yellow jumpsuit with the black stripe. I think,
Yeah, I thought Bruce Lee and Chuck had read like they're jogging to meet up to fight each other, right?
yeah.
Wasn't that like an old school movie?
It was an old school movie.
I thought one had the yellow jumpsuit and the other one had, I think it was red or something like that. Am I right?
Might be mixing movies up.
I might
There were
be
so
right.
many.
Yeah,
So many.
badass movies. We were just talking about the Saturday morning
The Kung Fu Theater.
Yeah, the Kung Fu Theater. You guys remember the Kung Fu Theater? That was my shit when I was little. Besides Thundercats, you know.
Right.
What inspired you to start training in jiu-jitsu?
I lived in a chaotic household, and I saw guys on TV, the Kung Fu Theater, that were doing cool, flying through the air and taking people out. And it was super fascinating to me. And I thought if I could do that, a lot of this other noise would disappear.
Okay.
So I wanted to adopt a persona of a ninja or a Kung Fu master.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's what got me into the world of fighting. I would fight as a little kid in the street.
Yeah.
I started wrestling and then boxing as a teenager.
Were you black sheep of the family?
Yeah,
You got in
for
trouble
sure.
a lot when you were little?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you need something that's to focus all that energy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then this is what it was.
Martial arts became
Martial arts.
an outlet. That and skateboarding. But my mom was a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't really have the means to really groom me for any kind of academic or athletic success because she was busy struggling to make ends meet. So any of the things that I would do were activities I did for myself. But when I was in 6th grade, my buddies got me into wrestling. Like, you got to try this, you would love it.
Yeah.
And I started wrestling.
I loved wrestling too. When I was in high school, I did a lot of it.
Then I started boxing and all that. But jiu-jitsu, I didn't start training until my mid-20s.
Okay.
It just wasn't around here.
How has it changed you as a person outside of the gym?
Oof. So, in a lot of ways, I would live as a hypocrite or a phony. I was doing drugs and alcohol for a long time, and I was full of shit. So I started training. I had a little girl that was in the hospital, very serious disorder she was born with. She had to get heart surgery at like 3 days old, I think. But I came to like a crossroads, and it just so happened that one of my buddies like, hey, this guy's teaching jiu-jitsu out of his basement. Normally, if somebody asks, to have you over to their house and train martial arts in the basement, I would say no.
Yeah, right.
Do not. You'll end up in a black box with a padlock. But it just happened. Yeah, it just so happened the guy was legit, and he had great connections. After a few months, I was meeting legends in the sport, UFC champions. So the lineage was legitimate.
Okay.
But it was a rough time for me. I started training, but I started to figure out that I couldn't be a bullshitter anymore when I started training jiu-jitsu. I could talk over here, but if I got on the mat, I would be forced to tell the truth.
Okay.
And I'd have to hold that.
You had to put yourself in alignment.
Yeah. I had to face a lot of facts, uncomfortable truths, and say, you're not the guy you think you are, but this seems like a pathway to get.
All right.
To get there.
That. I like that. And you know what? I've been on that path too, bro. It's not, I wasn't the guy that, I was on the path, but I wasn't the guy that I wanted to be. But I knew that you gotta fake it till you make it type of a thing. You know what I'm saying? To put yourself in alignment. I say it all the time, like when you're going for a job, you dress up, you dress for the position you want.
Yeah.
The one that you have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's almost like that. And you put yourself in alignment. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm always going to strive to do better, but I think I figured that once you make it, maybe you don't have to fake it anymore.
No. You did all the training. I'm pretty sure you got your ass kicked. I'm pretty sure you kicked some ass.
A lot.
You know what I mean?
A lot.
Yeah, right? I got my ass kicked before.
Yeah, it's good for you sometimes.
It is, man. It's humbling to get your ass kicked.
It'll wake you up.
It does. What's the biggest misconception people have about jiu-jitsu?
I think the biggest misconception is you have to be some super athlete. You have to be in fantastic shape. That you have to be mean or a killer. You have to be able to get punched in the face, and it's just not true. Jiu-jitsu is a sport for everyone. If you can move your body, you can do jiu-jitsu. There are 65-year-old ladies that start their journey and get black belts.
Is it a good self-defense mechanism?
If you're going to study...
Let's say for how females more likely would take a self-defense class.
100%.
Yeah.
If you're going to study one thing, jiu-jitsu is the best. It puts you in close quarters with someone and teaches you how to operate there. Now, if you're going to try to attack me, or hurt me, or assault me in any way, you're going to touch me. You're going to try to touch me.
Maybe you can show us a couple of. You can use me as a dummy and before we end the show. Show the ladies a couple self-defense moves.
We might be able to do that.
All right, don't kick me in the balls.
No, I'm gonna. We're good. We're good, man. You might need those.
What was the toughest challenge you faced during your training?
Oof. Overcoming my own bullshit.
Okay.
Showing up on a consistent basis when you don't feel like it, because you just get home from a long day of work.
Yep.
And you can go to the fridge and you can catch a cold one and sit on the couch and do nothing, and wouldn't that feel great? Or you can do the difficult thing and go face some fear and try to instill some growth in your life. And,
And you know what? Every time you take those steps that you don't want to take, it's benefiting you in the long run anyway. Because when you don't wait till you get old to start working out. We should be doing it when we're a little bit younger. So when we get to that age, we're like, okay, we're in the best shape that we could possibly be in.
Better, yeah.
We don't do that all the time, I started late. I let myself go a little bit, and then I just started catching myself probably 2-3 years ago, where I was like, all right, I can't keep doing this. My knee hurts because I'm like 275, you know what I mean? And like I'm eating double freaking burgers from Fridays and what's that one? That burger joint.
Five Guys?
Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I got the hook up there.
That was my joint, bro.
It's delicious.
Yeah, so I cut that out though, man, and everything just changed.
It's delicious.
Stop. How important is mental discipline compared to physical ability?
Oof. It's going to be everything. having the computer that's running the system be in tip-top shape with no viruses, so to speak, is going to be the thing that serves you well. Your body's going to listen to what the brain says.
Okay.
So you kind of have to be in alignment there.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining. So, let's see, what's the next one here? What's a lesson in jiu-jitsu that everyone can apply to everyday life?
Conditions aren't always going to be perfect. Sometimes you have to move and keep moving forward and make the conditions that you want in order to succeed or choke somebody out. You want to choke life out, sometimes you have to adapt your approach, keep pushing forward, make adjustments, and arrive at the same place anyway.
Yeah, never surrender.
You can't.
No, you can't. You got to keep pushing. Everyone knows how I am. You got to keep moving forward. No matter what.
What's the alternative? Fold? We came this far.
Yeah, bro. And it's been a long journey, man. It really has, bro. The mind, body, and soul, getting all of that into alignment has been a really long, awesome, surreal experience. And it's the best path I ever walked on to find me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's heavy.
It is, man. Like, a lot of people might say it's corny and shit because they never did it. They don't know the feeling of joy when you bring yourself out of the dark, you know? They don't know that feeling. I do.
We're on some kind of journey here, and it seems like evolution is the point. And it seems like you have to keep reaching for the light, even though you may be in darkness.
I like that because we're plants, right? We're growing.
From root to fruit,
reaching for that light, right?
You have to.
Yeah.
I don't know any other way.
I was gonna say there's nothing else. It's to keep striving, you know, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be growing and changing for the better, not just sitting there and and settling.
Growing stale, yeah. There's an evolution involved.
Yeah, look what happens to water when it just sits there.
Starts growing shit.
Fucking growing, molds and fungus and all types of bacterias and stuff. But flowing water
keeps it clean.
Yeah, you can drink it.
What else you got?
Have you ever had a student whose life was completely transformed by jiu-jitsu?
I've seen it happen over and over again. I was one guy. It sounds kind of corny to say, oh, the shit changed my life, but it absolutely has the ability. So my little girl was in the hospital. She would end up dying, but I was in a bad way. And the people that I got around and me revealing to myself who I really was would become a catalyst for growth and change and living a better way. And I couldn't have done it without jiu-jitsu. But I've seen guys come in like 150 pounds overweight, and after 9 months, they're like down 70 pounds.
And their confidence probably is like
100%.
Roof.
Yeah, because you realize you can do stuff. Even in whatever shape your body is in, you still have the ability to move through space. Mm-hmm. And if you move through space in a way that reveals who you are, that perpetuates on itself, and then you keep feeling better and better because you move through space better and better, and you start to become more familiar with what you're actually capable of, and it just keeps cycling.
Yeah, it just keeps growing and growing, keep reaching for the light. How has the sport changed or evolved since you first started?
Cool. So I like a lot of the old school jiu-jitsu guys. Old school jiu-jitsu was really what I kind of grew up on, but it was starting to evolve in the early 2000s, which is kind of where I started training, but I was learning a lot of jiu-jitsu from very good sources.
Do the moves keep updating? Do they keep adding moves to the catalog?
Absolutely. So if you're figuring out how to use someone's clothes, in our case, we use a gi, like a judo suit, and we're strangling with that, or you pulling the cloth so that we can manipulate your arm to bend it a certain way. People are always going to find new ways, more efficient ways to assume positions or to pin you down and start going to work. So
it's ever evolving.
It's ever evolving. Even the no-gi game, where you're just grappling with a pair of shorts and maybe a rash guard or a t-shirt. These guys are always finding new ways to enter into positions, to attack the neck, to attack the arm. They're getting crafty. It just keeps. It's one of those arts like boxing you can become infinitely good at. If you put your time in, it's going to keep getting better. It's an art form. So how you move is different than how I move. Your style might be more laid back. Mine might be more aggressive, but you can do an infinite number of things.
Do you have a lot of competitions?
We don't. We have guys that are looking to compete. There was a competition in August that some guys mentioned going to, and I support that. I like to be prepared. So I'm trying to push some people to go and compete in November, only because they've expressed interest in doing that. I competed last October in the Kansas City International Open. It was an IBJJF tournament. I won there. That was a good experience, but training is stressful for competition. The goal is different.
What does that consist of when you have to train for a competition? Is your diet automatically switches up, everything like that, or?
Me personally, I don't cut weight. So I'll eat whatever I want. If I put mat time in and I'm grappling, I'll just go and compete whatever weight I'm at. Those tournaments you have to sign up for in advance. So if you try to register for a competition, you're going to try to make whatever weight category you're signing up for. But I can keep it within reason during those times. It's a lot of rounds. It's a lot. If a fight or a tournament match is 5 or 6 minutes, then we do a lot of rounds at 5 or 6 minutes. We try to prepare as if the conditions were the same. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. So you play how you practice.
Exactly right. Yeah. So we don't have a ton of people competing now, but we have some people that want to compete, and I'll support that, but I don't necessarily push it because it's stressful. It's stressful.
How do you prepare mentally for a match?
I try to get. I look at it as if I'm going to die, possibly. So I'm very intense, but at the same time, I don't get inside my head too much, thinking like, "Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that."
Is there any?
I just fall back on the training.
At all that goes into
a little bit. A little bit.
Kind of focus yourself.
You ever done whippets?
No.
But
I heard they go wah 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 wah.
Yeah.
Like that, right?
So
I hit my head real hard in football. I went wah wah wah.
Yeah. So as I'm about to go out and compete, that's what I hear inside my head. It's like, wow, it's almost like I'm inside a tunnel. And my vision gets real narrow. I don't know what that's about, but
that's not like that with football. You kind of tunnel vision type of a thing.
So adjusting to the wah wah is the only type of meditation that I do. I just have to
maybe that's
become one with it. It could very well be.
How do you handle fear, pressure, or failure on the mat?
So I try to roll as often as I can. I try to stay injury free. So if I can, I try to roll with people that I'm familiar with. We call grappling rolling. It's like sparring. So I try to roll as often as I can. The closer I live to my fear, the farther away it gets. So some stuff is uncomfortable for me, like competition maybe, or training with new people. So I try to get that in when I can.
I can grasp that. Talking for me, I was traumatized as a child, so talking for me is really hard. So that's why I'm doing this, because this was a step. Me going out into the unknown and getting as close as fucking I could to the fear that I have. And I've been doing it for like a year now, you know what I mean?
That's great, my man.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, man. So it's opened me up a lot. Like I said, I didn't like talking to people. I ran from it, but I don't give a shit. You know, because you become friends with your demons, you know?
Yeah.
You make them your bitch.
I want to know, right. I want to know what's coming to get me. I can't spot it unless I turn around and face it.
Yeah, I don't like running either. My knee hurts. I don't turn around and fight that.
That's why, right? That's why I don't run. I make a stand here. So yeah, that answered the question.
Yeah.
I try to face fear by actually showing up.
Yeah, I like
for
that.
the thing.
I like that. And that, you're a good role model because that leads into the kids that come through here. You know what I mean?
I try to teach every little kid lessons that I didn't learn. Like, you have value, you have your own voice, you should be able to move through the world without the fear of somebody trying to extinguish your life.
Yes. Yes.
There's a lot of parents that I hear it all the time, like, oh, you don't want that, how could you be cold, stop talking, you're bothering me. And I've been guilty of it as a parent as well, but I started to figure out over time that I just wanted to be heard as a little kid, and I just wanted to feel like I could do something. And that's what I'm trying to pay attention to now. So if my son's like, Dad, I want to do this, I try to hear him.
Yeah.
If he tells me I'm hot, even though I couldn't imagine being hot, I try to ask him, like, what's happening, dude?
Yeah, right. I get it. My daughter, me and her used to clash her teenage years.
Cool.
We used to clash. And one day my friend was over the house, and I'm like, I just don't get why I can't, like, every other kid, mine or not, like, gets along with me. But this little girl, and then he says to me, bro, you're arguing with yourself. And then once he said that, everything changed between me and her, because I started to treat her as if I wanted to be treated in that situation. Everything fucking changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I dig it, bro.
That's some wisdom right there, dude.
It is. I said I asked you that one already. Let's see. What role does respect and humility play in martial arts?
I'm going to try to speak from my own experience, but respect has to be intact. We're all human beings here. We're all essentially on the same journey to enlightenment or evolution. So everybody that comes through the door, even if you don't have legs, you should be given the same opportunity as anyone else who's here facing fear and wanting to become a better human being and wanting to take the journey just like you did. So yeah, we have to have respect, we have to have humility, and we have to be reachable, teachable, I guess. And I think we have to try to team up and fight the world to get together. Life is hard enough.
It is, man. And I can't stand to see hate. When love is very. It's easy for me to love versus hate somebody. I don't see why someone would want to dump their energy into hate. It's so freaking ugly. It's heavy.
It's a lot of weight to carry.
Yeah, so it weighs everything down around you, and love is very light. So I'd rather do that. So I don't really care what people say about me.
It's not my business.
Not one fucking bit.
What am I going to do anyway? Convince them they're wrong?
If someone only remembered one thing after training with you, what would it be? So if someone remembered one thing, only one thing from training with you, what do you think?
If it's something I could give them as a takeaway,
yeah,
that they can do this too. That you have the capability of making a stand at any time, any place, even if it's not quite what you think it might be, you can do something.
I like that.
You can do so, even if it's verbally, even if it's walking away, which is almost 10 times out of 10, that's the right answer, is leave if you can.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to make a stand.
When do you encourage, you probably don't encourage your class to engage in physical contact, but when is it necessary? Only in self-defense.
Yeah, if you can't leave.
If you can't leave.
If you can't leave.
Yeah.
If you wake up and you're in the middle of something and you have to address it right then, you have to address it right then. Sometimes you can't plead with people to stop They don't care that you want to fight or that you don't want to be there. They don't care that you have feelings as a human being.
Yeah.
They just want to run their own agenda, and they're going to try to take from you what they feel like they want or deserve in the moment. And when those times are happening and you can't leave, and the only answer is to deal with it, then you have to deal.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
Right. Right.
What are the goals for the future of the academy and for your person?
Cool. Great question. To try to share jiu-jitsu with as many people as I can, affect as many lives as I can through jiu-jitsu, share this gift. I want to keep evolving. I want to put down the hate. I want to carry a message of love and try to be the man I always thought I could be. And maybe at times I wasn't strong enough to actually be that guy. I
think you're there.
I'm getting there. I appreciate
Once
that.
Once you start spreading love, you got this huge facility here, and I know you put some smiles on a lot of faces here. So once you start doing that, bro, you're there, man. You're doing God's work. You know what I mean?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, it comes in different forms, brother. You know what I'm saying? So
it definitely does.
Yeah, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, my man. I appreciate you having me here for real.
I'd love it.
So I figure we'll show the ladies some self-defense moves.
I'd rather do one move and see that this gets done right. Okay. I'll give you one technique to try, and if you could do this over and over again so that it's perfect, okay. That's ideal, I think. So to give too many things,
he ain't shit.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta find out.
All right, you wanna show us?
Yeah. Let me empty out my pockets here.
You said he ain't gonna kick me in the balls, guy. So.
Nah. Jersey, can we get the camera pointing at the mat? Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. I'm gonna take my shoes off.
Yeah, take your shoes off. Maybe your watch, but that doesn't matter. What's up, Jenny? Yeah, let's see here. This will be perfect. Yeah. So you'll come down in between my legs.
Yeah. You got to buy me a drink first.
I get it.
I'm a classy broad.
So if you go on your knees, yeah, a lot of times you're going to attack me as a woman.
Okay.
We're going to end up in this spot. So, yeah, just like this is perfect. So I don't want to try to push you off, but I do want to keep you from crushing me. A lot of times, too, people put their forearm across the throat. Yeah, just like this. Try to pin you down. Yeah. This is perfect. So I'm going to hold here. I'm going to go underneath the leg with this hand. I'm going to hinge or unhinge my legs. Come here and catch me.
Oh!
Yeah, you want to see it again?
Yeah, I felt that shit too.
One more time? Or are we good?
No, let's do it again. I want to make sure that the camera's just angled up at us right here. Okay. Self-defense, guys. All right?
Yeah, you'd be right on your knees. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. You can straight arm it too, but this is perfect. This is a lot of times where you're going to end up. People want to hold other people down. So I'm going to cup here just to hold you off. This is coming underneath the leg. I'm coming around, capturing the arm here, and I'm going to break.
And you could break it.
Arm here.
You could.
I feel like
I was going to say, I could feel like that you could break it. Right? Pretty easy too.
Yeah, it's my whole body against your arm. So if you want to try to get fresh, then I'm going to make sure you don't ever again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, so that's it, guys. Kirby, Malta
Jiu-Jitsu Academy, Malta, New York.
You heard it here. Peace. You want to give any shout outs to any
Yeah, we want to thank Jenny M. She's over here in the back creeping. Hi. All right, guys. Thank you. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Peace. Thank you.
Yeah, that was way better.